Hello and welcome to a breakdown look at tribunal dates. So when you get your tribunal registration, after all of the information that the tribunal gives you about what appeal you submitted and a bit more detail into what each direction means, at the end you get your timetable for appeal, which is your key dates. And what we're going to do is go through all of that and have a look at, what these key dates are. And this is what it'll look like as well on your registration. So the first direction is the LA's response to the appeal. So this sets the date that the LA have to respond to the appeal. And in this, they'll indicate at this stage if they're going to oppose the appeal or not. And they'll also usually submit information about the school that they're asking for, and any information that they want to submit at this stage basically as their evidence. It doesn't have to be everything because it's not the final evidence date, it's the response date. If the LA's decide they don't want to report, the LA doesn't want to oppose it, then they were basically making the decision that actually we're not opposing this appeal, therefore we can we're going to do what the parents or the person who submitted the appeals asked, and that would then be over and then a consent order would be done. Final evidence date. The next date, the second date that's on the tribunal's sets the date, is the LA and parents must send to each other evidence that they are intended to rely on. And some of you will know that previously you had to actually include the tribunal on that. And just to note, recently they've changed this direction, as it used to be that you would send the evidence to the tribunal at the same time. However, now you only send it to each other. You don't include the tribunal on when you are sending evidence in to be submitted as part of the bundle, only to each other. The third date covers two directions. So the first is that yourself and the LA must send the case review form to the tribunal in each other. So you'll get a case review form usually at the end of your letter, which is basically a form you fill in for this third date, and it's just basically asking what outstanding issues they are, about witnesses, who's representing, do you need a new timetable, and then it gives you an option at the end of whether have got anything else you need to say. The second direction is that the LA have to produce the bundle of evidence, and then they have to share and submit this to the tribunal and parents electronically and send a paper version to the parents. I am aware that they do, the LAs are coming back saying they don't have to send a paper version back to the parents, but if you look in the table of dates and directions set by the tribunal, they do indicate that they should still be sending a paper version to parents. The final date. So the final date is the final hearing. It's the date that you will attend the oral virtual video hearing, yourselves and the LA and any witnesses that both parties might have, and the judging panel will be there, and that is when everything will be heard, when you'll have your discussions, have your chance to ask questions, and have your chance to get across what you're trying to get across to the tribunal, the important bits, the vital parts, the key bits of information that you really want to draw their attention to.